I've got a really hard act to follow because we've got the chef and we've had the restaurateur and we've got some other really good speakers here. Elaine, who runs an amazing market out at Dagon, so I feel like I'm a bit of a shadow here. But anyway, I'll do my best for today. I'm also a bit of a visual person, and look, I wanted to just pass this around to show you what we've sort of got happening out at Rainbow at the moment and what we can reproduce in the region. A little bit about myself, Kerry Fullarton. Have to say I'm previously from the Sunshine Coast. We ran a successful tourism business down there for 5 years. 8 years ago we built a executive retreat out at Rainbow Beach and successfully managed that for about 5 years. And for the past 3 years we've been living permanently in paradise at Rainbow. I've been working with Lynn on and off, just trying to get the foodie thing happening for about 1.5 years. And I've got some notes here that you can go through and have a little look at a later stage. I've been researching a lot around the food tourism industry, and Andrew's been a great source of information for me, so that's been fantastic. But what I'm wanting to do in the new year is to launch some foodie tours around the region, and part of it is to just network with people that actually have some product available and maybe move forward with some tours. And if not a tour, maybe a farm gate stand if council allow that to happen. About, it would have been a couple of months ago, I popped out on a very, very wet, rainy day with my parents from Brisbane to taste the strawberries out here with Jason. And I have to say, my parents haven't stopped talking about that experience that they had here. It probably was the worst day that we could have brought someone along, but they brought lots of strawberries and lots of products, so it was fantastic. So we registered the name Cooloola Eco Tours in September this year. It's only fairly new. I've undertaken this year, it's been a bit of a full-on year. I've been running, I actually work in the energy industry, so I've been running industry-based tours out at Surat Basin for about 1.5 years now. I've been linking in with Polly's, coaches and a few other local organisations to do that. What I want to do is run tours around the region around food. So undertaken Diploma of Tourism and Travel this year, which I'm glad I've completed. I'm currently undertaking ecotourism accreditation, and I've been, like I said, collaborating with Lynn for about 1.5 years. We just want to provide visitors with an authentic experience. I'm actually based out at Rainbow. We get a hell of a lot of visitors through there on a weekly basis. The providers or the restaurants and cafes around town said they want a G20 every month, because we were packed last weekend and it was fantastic to see. So there's lots of people that are coming there already to experience it, and we haven't had a lot out there. We've got some great cafes, but we haven't got a lot of local product out there. Probably about May 2013, I saw a need for some local products, so I launched at the very first Rainbow Beach markets. We launched some veggie boxes, linked in with Farmer and Sons in Gympie, and we prepared some veggie boxes. It was a pilot program, sold out. It was fantastic. Since then, what we've had is a regular market start up at Rainbow, where local product could definitely go into that. We have one farmer coming in, and more recently we've had a fruit barn open in Rainbow. So there's a great opportunity for product to go direct to that gentleman that's running that fruit barn. So Andrew will talk about all the food as in definitions, I'm sure. When he's so the visitor's seeking an authentic food experience in the region, and through Gympie Gold. What we've got, I've noted lots of things. I've done a lot of research over the last 1.5 years around food tourism and what people expect. And it's everything that the other speakers have already mentioned. You know, it's about authenticity, it's about consistency, it's about branding, all of those types of things. So I'm sure after the other presenters, you know, you'll be thinking about those types of things. From my perspective, to be able to run a tour out to any farm, you know, I need to meet compliance for local government, and we just need to make sure that there's a few checklists in place, and also the whole issue of media is so important. I know in the industry I work in at the moment, a media consent form is absolutely critical when you run an event. So I've developed a couple of little tools as part of the ecotourism accreditation that, you know, they're here today. If anyone's interested in running a tour, I'd really like to sort of sit with you and just have a chat about whether there's an opportunity for us to come out and just have a meeting to see whether we can just go through a couple of those compliance issues. And there's a few forms on the table that you can have a look at. So the tourism product's what you buy and the experience is what you remember. And that's probably what we had when we came here to your farm recently. So where to from here for me, it's about crafting a food tourism experience, and it's about knowing the customers, it's about meeting the growers and the suppliers, knowing the community in the region, looking at the types of experience that make sense for the farm or the business. A theme or a story is a really good thing if we can get that happening, and plan the experience, pilot it, and then review it after it's happened. What I want to do is run some green fork tours. We're starting probably down at Rainbow Beach because it's just a convenience, but it'll be a progressive restaurant tour. And thanks to Matt for just offering to help me with that. We've already got 6 restaurants on board. They're going to do a tasting plate. The visitors will come through. We'll progress through each particular restaurant and taste the food, and that's the tour I'd like to get started down there. I'd like to come up with something that's a bit innovative, so we've got a bit of a twist happening with that. We've currently got a couple of proposals in with council. We'd like to run it as a Segway tour if we could, around to the cafes. I don't know whether that'll happen, but council's been really good in looking at our proposals. What I would like to do is with the pack, I'd really like to do a scanning tool and a little story on each of the products that are in there, because everybody is techno savvy now, and I think it's a really good way to make it move into this century, you know, with the technology, and just have something that's a bit different. When we launched the food bags down at Rainbow, we had 3 outlets that we've targeted them to. The first one is the Rainbow Shores Resort, and I'm proud to say that they're sitting on the front desk. And as tourists come through, they can buy the foodie bag and take it home with them. The second one is the Shell Information Centre, which is the major point for the Shell service station, and we've had a lot of success with sales already in such a short time, so that's really exciting. And the third one is the Adventure Centre, which is on the corner of Clarkson Avenue. They hire the 4-wheel drives out. They've set up a great display, and they've just posted it onto their website, which I need to get Lynn to have a look at to make sure she's happy with it. But they've got a bit of a story about which is straight off the Gympie Gold regional website, a little story about each of the people that have produced the products in there. And they have a lot of hits with their site. So it goes back to what you just mentioned before about collaboration. I see that as being absolutely critical for me to get my business up and running next year. If I can't work with people and partner with people, I just can't see that it will happen alone. So I'd like to just ask you to have a look if you're interested in talking to me at any time. I'm more than happy to come out on the weekend or whatever's convenient, just to see what product you might have. Unfortunately, we need things that are unrefrigerated. We need product that's in a jar and has a shelf life. I know Lynn's run workshops previously on shelf life and that type of thing, so if you've got anything, it would be great to see some Mary Valley product out there. Very excited about that. I'm a regular at the Dagan markets when I drop my son into town on a Saturday afternoon. So yeah, if there's any opportunities out there, I'd love to talk to you.